Afternoon, sir. What's your problem?
No problem.
Ricky's going to kill you, Dave. He said he'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. Well, where's he gone, eh? That's what I want to know.
He's having lunch with Selena.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, put the hammer down, mate. Put the sledgehammer down now.
Get lost. It's between me and me brother.
Right, come here. Now, you don't know what you're doing, mate. Oh! Okay. Enough! Will you turn that off? You're under arrest, mate. You right? What's it look like? Now, do you mind telling me what's going on?
None of your business.
It'll be our business if your brother wants you charged.
He won't.
I would. How much is it going to cost to fix up that car? A couple of grand?
Have you been drinking, Dave?
No.
What'd you do to him?
You do realise we are going to ask him.
Listen, mate, we could charge you with resisting arrest. Not to mention assault. You've stuffed my bloody uniform.
Look, I'm sorry, pal. It's nothing personal. Look, I'll pay for any dry clean. I'll buy you a new shirt. I just got a bit angry. Sorry.
Hey, Wayne, you want to do the counter? Oi. Do I know you?
Constable Patterson.
Mrs. Trelaw, how can I help you?
It's about Kim. She's missing. At least I think she might be.
Oh, when did you last see her?
Yesterday when she left for school.
And have you spoken to her friends?
Oh, it's like dealing with the mafia. Everything's a secret with them.
Does she have a boyfriend?
I don't think so. I don't know. But she has taken all her clothes. Look, you were very helpful about that other business, Wayne. I had hoped you might ask around for me, unofficially.
Oh, well, the only problem there, Carol, is that I have to account for my time on duty. Now, she's either officially missing or she's not.
I don't want her to go on the computer like a criminal.
Well, she'd be on as a missing person. That's a far cry from a criminal.
Carol, how are you?
Tom.
Come on in. What can I do for you?
Thank you.
Why don't you organise a pot of tea?
Just something cold for me, thanks.
It's Carol Trelaw, Ted Faulkner's sister-in-law.
Do me a favour, will you? When you catch up with Ricky, break his arm for me.
Yeah, I'll rack off before he change our minds, mate. You want to check down his brother Ricky, see if he wants to press any charges?
David Emlyn Hughes, what's he been up to?
Domestic, sort of.
Huh? Tell me.
She's 16. 16 today, as a matter of fact.
Well, why would she disappear on her birthday?
Sorry, I couldn't find the good glasses.
Thank you.
Have you two been fighting?
We had words about a theme party I've organised for her for tonight, but we didn't exactly draw blood.
Theme party?
Full catering for 20 at the Mountain Grill. Her choice of theme.
And she didn't go for the idea.
Said it was juvenile.
Well, my guess is she's off somewhere with her friends. She'll come home as soon as they've finished having their own party.
Why would she have taken her clothes? All her CDs and things.
Look, I don't think there's anything to worry about, but we'll look into it for you. And I don't think it's worth telling Ted just yet.
I was really looking forward to that party.
Richard Thomas Hughes, younger brother of David Emlyn Hughes. True or false?
You know who I am.
Just checking.
Why?
That's all. You can go.
What?
Thanks for coming in. See you later.
I thought you wanted to see me about my car.
Oh, that's right. Your car. You want to press charges against your brother?
Nah, it's no big deal.
Righto. See ya.
This is harassment. You're just harassing me.
That's a fancy word for a diesel mechanic. You been going to TAFE, have you?
Me and my brother are clean. And you can't prove otherwise.
Hi, I'm Constable Doyle and this is
Constable Wayne Patterson, we know.
Ladies?
You know a Kimberly Trelaw. Sort of.
Oh, what does that mean?
She sort of hangs around with us sometimes. What's she done?
Oh, we were hoping you could tell us. You don't know where she's doing?
Haven't seen her since yesterday.
No, well, nor's a mum, and that's what we're worried about.
Look, if she makes contact with you or you hear anything on the grapevine, will you give us a call?
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll see you at Sydney 2000, girls.
Wayne, can I talk to you for a sec?
Sure.
Look, I couldn't say anything in front of the others.
You couldn't say what?
Well, I know where Kim is, but I'm not allowed to tell. Look, you wouldn't tell her that I told you, would you?
You can trust us,
It's Jamie.
So where is she, Jamie?
Well, this is pretty heavy.
Ben Minchin?
That's me.
You're the media studies teacher at Mount Thomas High?
Can I help you?
I'm Constable Doyle and this is Constable Patterson. We're investigating the disappearance of Kimberly Trelaw, one of your students.
She's perfectly safe. She's here.
Wayne. Did Uncle Ted send you? Strictly speaking, this is an unofficial visit, Kim. But your mum's very worried about you.
I'm all right. She doesn't need to worry.
Should have told her where you were going.
Could you tell her that I'm living here now, with Ben?
I think you better tell her that yourself.
Maybe you could come into town and explain the situation.
Yeah, better put your shoes on.
About 12 months ago, the payroll was knocked off from one of the big Wollongong steel mills.
Oh, I remember that. What, was about $500,000 worth, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, well, 484 grand. The armed robbery squad came down from Sydney to chat to these clowns about it 3 times. Well, they got 4.
Not a blemish.
They reckon the robbers were either Bent New South Wales cops or cleanskins, and Grandma Hughes' station wagon was spotted leaving the scene.
Whatever happened to the presumption of innocence, PJ?
They've never been able to verify their whereabouts that weekend, boss.
Didn't they say they were out pig shooting?
Yeah, it was never proved. And St David's CI were told to keep an eye on them.
Just in case they started spending up big.
And did they?
No, but they're having a blue. Dave just trashed Ricky's car, his pride and joy.
Which proves what?
Well, sometimes thieves fall out. If they're sitting on a stash, they can't touch it.
Aren't you supposed to be investigating yesterday's break-in at King's Electrical?
Yeah, Cooper's handling it.
Well, get off your backside and get on with it.
Righto, boss. Look, boss, if there's a rift between the Hughes brothers, maybe we can widen it. Force one of them to go for the cash.
There's not enough crime in Mount Thomas. You've got to help out Sydney, huh?
Boss, listen to me. There's $500,000 stashed somewhere around here. I'm telling you, I can smell
Oh,
it.
that's just your deodorant failing you, PJ.
You got visitors?
Boss, Kim Trelaw and Ben Mitchin. Ben teaches at the local high school.
Yes, Ben and I know each other. How are you, Ben?
Greetings.
Kim?
Ben and Kim are living together, boss.
Oh.
Well, now we're here. What happens next? Oh, thanks.
It's only instant, I'm afraid.
Have you considered the possible fallout from this relationship, Ben? I mean, a teacher having a fling with a student. You'd be looking at the sack, wouldn't you?
You make it sound cheap and tawdry. Believe me, it's anything but.
All right. You want to explain?
Well, this isn't a formal interview.
It's more like a friendly chat, Ben.
I know there's an age discrepancy, but it's not important.
Well, not to you, maybe.
I mean, it's irrelevant. Sure, she's young, but, well, in many ways, she's more mature than I am. She understands things on an instinctive level. Well, she only moved in yesterday, but she's been coming over for weeks. It's like the lights have been switched on after years of gloom. The place is full of this amazing positive energy. Of course, it's absolute bloody mayhem as well. And clothes everywhere. Stuff from one end of the bathroom to the other. My records are all over the floor. It's like you guys have been through the place with sniffer dogs. Well, it's wonderful. I love it. She never stops asking me questions. Stuff I haven't thought about for 20 years. Serious stuff, silly stuff. I feel 20 years younger. And she makes me laugh. I never know what she's going to do next. It's like I've trapped this exotic, wild, other species.
Yeah, OK, Ben, that's all well and good, but is it worth chucking your career away for? I mean, realistically, in a month or two, this girl's going to dump you for a kid her own age.
No, you don't understand. No, we've got something really quite special.
I'm not going to ask if you and Ben are having a sexual relationship. Frankly, I don't know what I'd say if you said yes. But the assumption will be made. So what are we going to tell your mum?
He's my best friend.
Why move in with him?
Because I can't live at home anymore. I just can't. Mum's really weird now since
You know, since Dad was killed, we fight all the time. I can't do anything right.
Oh, she'd obviously gone to a lot of trouble organising this birthday dinner. 20 friends, special theme.
I don't have 20 friends.
Look, Kim, for your own sake, it would be much better if you moved out of Ben's house. Find somewhere else if you can't live at home.
But he needs me.
Kim, he's your teacher. He's more than 20 years older than you. Believe me, this is not a healthy situation for either of
He
you.
understands what I'm feeling. He can put it into words. He listens to me when I talk.
You sure he's not a substitute for your father?
No.
In my experience, it takes a very long time to get over the death of someone you love. Maybe you never do.
What's that supposed to be? Some sort of pop psychology? This is not a twisted Freudian complex. I love Ben. He's got nothing to do with my dad.
Kim, I'm just concerned for your welfare. I don't want to see you wreck your life.
I'm okay. Ben makes me happy.
Well, I don't know what she sees in bloody cradle snatching, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, I find older women attractive.
Do you? You wait till you're 30, mate.
Excuse me, I received a message on my machine. Kim's here.
Yes, she's in with Sergeant Croydon, Sister-in-law, just through here.
Carol.
Thank God.
I'm not coming home, Mum.
What are you talking about?
You heard me. Sergeant Croydon agrees if we're not getting along, I should move out.
No, that's not exactly what I said.
I've moved in with Ben.
Mr. Minchin?
Why don't we just pop into my office and discuss this? It's all right.
For God's sake, please tell her how stupidly she's behaving.
Don't treat me like I'm not even in the room.
You see the problem? She won't listen to me, Tom.
Mum, I'm not a child anymore.
You damn well are.
I'm 16. Above the age of consent.
Consent? Are you sleeping with that man?
Mum, why don't you mind your own business for once?
Because if you're having sex with him, I want him charged with rape.
Can't you think of anything else?
I'm not the one behaving like a bitch in Heath, Kimberly.
Calm down. Take a deep breath. Count to 10. I'm sure there's no need to be talking rape here.
Carnal knowledge, then. I'm not sure what the difference is, but a teacher can't be allowed to take advantage of an innocent young girl like Kim. It's immoral.
Kim explained to me that they're friends. Just friends, correct?
Mum, I love Ben. He is so good to me. I want to be with him.
You're coming home with me. Right now.
No, I'm not. I'm never coming home.
Excuse us, we've got a birthday dinner to cook.
You're not walking out of here with my daughter.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Trelaw, but I'm not abducting her.
Well, can't you stop them, please?
We've got no reason to hold them, Mrs. Straw.
But she's a little kid. Tom, she's just a child.
We don't know for sure if their relationship's physical or not, do we? And even if it was...
What am I supposed to do then?
To whom it may concern, David Hughes has been ripping off the dole, something fierce. It was faxed from the post office unsigned, last thing yesterday.
By Ricky Hughes, you reckon?
Who else?
I always thought that David was in the building game.
Well, he's a carpet layer full-time, but according to the DSS, he's been claiming job search the past 26 months.
And you reckon Ricky dobbed him in because of this car business?
I don't know what started this little feud, but if we apply a bit of pressure, it'd be a good idea.
Why don't you just hand it over to the feds?
You're pretty handy with that iron, boss.
What do you have in mind?
Well, when he lobs at the DSS, we jump on him in front of everybody.
Why hold back? Why not call in the Special Operations Group, SRS and the Dog Squad?
Come on, boss. A little public humiliation, he'll spit chips.
He might also go after Ricky with a gun. It's like Flinders Street Station here this morning.
Oh, we'll see you at the shop.
All right. Didn't know I had this many friends.
Hello. Excuse me.
Tom, sorry to interrupt.
Carol, if this is an emergency, ring the station. The watch house people will take your call.
I need to speak to you.
Carol, I don't conduct police business at home.
It'll only take a moment. This is Jamie, Kim's best friend. Tell Sergeant Croydon what you told me, Jamie.
Well, Kim did tell me confidentially.
She admitted she had sex with Ben Minchin a couple of weeks ago.
Out of his place, she said. On a rug in front of the fireplace.
2 weeks ago, Tom. She was only 15. That means we've got proof. Now we can stop him. We can charge him with what, carnal knowledge?
It's not proof, Carol. We'd need more than that. Even if it's true, we'd actually need Janie here to have actually seen them in
It's
court.
Jamie, not Janie.
Are you saying it doesn't matter what Kim told her best friend?
We've got nothing we can act on.
Can't we have her examined? I mean, if she's not intact, surely that's proof.
I wouldn't think so, not in itself. And we'd need her permission for an examination.
Mr. Law, there was this party last year at the Moxlan's Weekender.
Oh, God, I don't want to know.
Look, I really am sorry, Carol, but I don't think there's anything we can do except wait for her to come to her senses.
In your dreams.
She's looking for a father figure. That's what this is really about. What if he's preyed on young girls before, got some sort of criminal record?
We ran a check on him yesterday. Didn't come up with anything.
What would you do if she was your daughter, Tom?
David Allen Hughes.
Oh, what?
You're under arrest for committing social security fraud. Let's go.
This is a bloody joke.
No, we're not laughing. Take a seat.
I'm not doing anything wrong. Business has been slack for the last few months. I'm entitled to benefits. You can check.
Don't worry, we will.
What's your problem, Hasham?
Me? I got no problem.
So where do we go from here?
Well, we hand the matter of the DSS, they run a check. Oh, and there's the matter of the resistant assault from yesterday. But don't you want to know who dobbed? What other naughtiness you been up to the past year or so, Dave?
Let me know when you've finished amusing yourself.
Yeah, on you.
Good evening.
How are you?
So, do you guys want to make up a foursome?
What you got in mind, Mags?
Squash.
Mags, we're working.
Yeah, I can see.
Now, look, if we make him paranoid enough, he might just cut and run.
And lead us to the money.
It sounds like an excuse to sit here and drink to me.
So who are you playing?
The boss? And don't you laugh, he'd run rings around you lot. See ya.
So where do we stand legally sitting on this guy, Peter?
Well, we're allowed to drink it.
Yeah, but supposing they didn't do the robbery. I mean, are we justified in hassling them?
You're under no obligation, Junior Detective, whatsoever.
So I suppose there's a big fat juicy bonus if we recover the money.
Nope.
Can't, Dave, home time.
I can tell the time all by myself.
Please.
Don't whine at me, Tracy. Give us another, Chris.
Please don't, Chris.
You know I don't get involved in domestics.
And a whiskey chaser.
Make it 2 beers.
Doesn't look too happy for a guy sitting on $500,000.
Carol.
Didn't get you out of bed, did I?
Carol, it's very late. I'm on my own.
It'll only take a moment.
I told you I don't conduct police business at home.
I wonder if you conduct any police business at all.
Good night, Carol.
Look at this and tell me what you see.
Look, whatever it is, it's going to have to wait until tomorrow at the station. Now, please, I'm very tired.
It's a Polaroid photo. Look at it.
Don't tell me.
What do you see? My daughter and that man in bed together. You wanted proof? You've got proof.
Now, I've been doing a bit of work on this, and seeing as how he's a teacher, he's in a position of authority, so he can be charged with sexual penetration of a 16-year-old child. It's according to the rape squad.
I'd rather arrest drunks.
Point is, how do we prove it?
Assuming we want to.
And you? What else would they be doing in the sack together?
Well, maybe she got frightened of the dark and she crawled into his bed for a bit of protection.
Yeah, well, he looks like the one who'd be afraid of the dark. Sorry to interrupt. When you got a moment, Sergeant?
Come on, Ben. Come on in. Sit down.
Well, you won't believe what that woman did last night.
Try me.
She broke in. We woke up to find her standing over us, yelling at us.
Yes. Sit down.
I want her charged. I want her punished.
You don't think she's been punished enough already? Sit down. Carol Trelaw is going through hell at the moment because of you.
Can't you force her to leave us alone?
You expect her to switch off her feelings for a daughter just like that? You're a bright man, Ben. Try to see it through her eyes.
Oh, she thinks I'm some sort of pedophile, does she? She's got to understand this is the best thing that's ever happened to either of us.
Ben, you are 25 years older than this girl. If you were 60 and she was 35, OK. But you can't expect people to accept this relationship when she's still knocking about in a school uniform. I don't even remember seeing you in a relationship before.
Well, I've never been all that interested in women, I suppose. I mean, I'm not gay or anything.
Ben, if you're having sexual relations with this girl, I have to warn you that you can be charged under Section 48 of the Crimes Act with sexually penetrating a child of 16.
We're not doing anything wrong.
Why not back off? I mean, leave the kid alone until she finishes school.
How do you switch off your feelings for someone?
I need a rego check. Name's Selena Braun. Melbourne address, but she's working as a cashier at that truck stop on the highway.
Oh, not that blonde piece with the spray on leopard skin pants.
Yep.
Oh, she was with Ricky Hughes, was she?
Uh-huh, all over him.
Well, mate, that's where I know David Hughes' face from.
Well, you want to explain?
Well, I saw this young lady at the St David's Steakhouse a month or so back, and she was wearing this latex miniskirt thing. Oh, talk about a hazard to shipping.
What's the point, Nick?
Well, she was with David Hughes, not Ricky, and she was hoovering out his ear with her tongue.
You must have been paying close attention, mate.
Well, I am a policeman, Adam.
All right. So there's a girl involved. No wonder they're feuding.
Also, the car's brand new. It's only just been registered.
Good work, Junior Detective.
Put yourself to a lemonade, Adam.
How about a Slurpee?
Well, that sounds all right.
What do you know about her?
She's 18. I checked her licence.
She, socially active?
If you want to find out if she sleeps around, ask yourself.
Rosie, come on. Can you do me a favour?
My blood always runs cold when you ask for favours.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, I thought we might have a bit of a chat, Selena. I'm Senior Detective Hashem. My friends call me PJ.
Oh, yeah. So what do I call you?
Whatever you like. Want to take a seat?
I'm not dealing and I'm not using.
Well, I didn't ask, but thanks for the info. So, how you enjoy living in Mount Thomas?
It's a blast.
Yeah? Must be a bit of a change from Fitzroy, eh?
City life was too fast for me.
How old are you, Selene? About 18? You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering how a junior cashier can afford a brand new set of wheels.
It's not stolen. I've got the papers to prove it.
Don't tell me. You won lotto.
It was a present
From Santa.
from my boyfriend.
Oh, right. That explains it. He's a very generous man, this, David Hughes, is it?
Ricky Hughes. Think you know it all, don't you? Smart ass.
No, I'm too old to know it all. Sweetie pie.
I won money at the races.
What, 20 grand worth, eh?
5. The rest a car loan from a finance company. You can check.
We will.
Good, then maybe you'll get off my back.
What's the name of the horse, mate? Barefaced liar.
It's a dog. I had a punt on the Sandown Dogs one night, and I don't remember what the mutt's name was.
Oh, check him, will you? 5 grand, he can't remember the name.
Oh, look, I was legless. I was out of my skull. I was something, boy. Anything else you want to know?
Yeah, what's the feel like to adopt your brother in?
What? Look, can I go? I got work to do.
See ya.
Yeah, right. I don't know what you guys are on, but they better not legalise it.
Carol's spoken to the principal, who's considering his options.
Well, a scandal in a town this size would ruin both of them.
Not good enough, Tom. Forget for a moment that she's my niece. Kimberly Treloar's in moral danger. She's a schoolgirl who's been seduced by her teacher.
How do we know he's the seducer?
If the school won't act, we will.
Sir, unless we can prove sexual penetration, I'm afraid we're powerless.
You haven't heard of a warrant issued under Section 465 of the Crimes Act, which allows us to search Mr. Minchin's premises and seize any evidence relating to his carnal knowledge of Kimberly.
What evidence would that be, sir?
What the hell's PJ got to?
Thanks.
I guess that's on a card. Sleeves like he never has cash.
No, just whack it on the police account. Selena, you made the right decision going for Ricky over Dave.
This is a business transaction. Keep my private life out of it.
Well, he's younger, single, he's more attractive. And the word is he's sticking around Mount Thomas, I hear. Yeah, Dave's on the move. Wife, kids, the lot. Whack that on the account, eh?
This is a warrant under Section 465. You may not have seen one before. It enables us to enter Ben Minchin's house and seize the sheets from his bed, the underwear he's wearing, and his soiled pants you find. The same goes for Kim Treloar. The seized items will be sent to the state forensic laboratories for testing, that's all.
You've got to be joking.
Do I look like I'm joking?
What's all this supposed to achieve?
Use your brain, Patterson. Evidence of the exchange of bodily fluids, as in sexual intercourse, clear?
Well, I didn't join the police force to confiscate people's dirty underwear.
I'll ask your permission before I assign tasks in future, shall I?
So the fact that Kim Treloar is Ted Faulkner's niece has absolutely nothing to do with this, I suppose?
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Since when is it police business? What happens between people in the privacy of their own homes? Kim and Ben are both consenting.
It doesn't matter whether they're consenting or not, Doyle. It is against the law for a teacher to have sexual intercourse with his student. Now, let's get this over with.
Thank you. Right, come on, you, Eddie. Yes?
I need uniform support in a hurry, matey.
I'm sorry, old mate. I've got a top priority panty raid to organise.
What?
We're hitting the Minchin place.
Look, I just lit a fire under Selena.
Yeah.
Now, any minute now, should be telling Ricky that Dave's on the move. Now, if we tail him, bingo, Eureka jackpot. We got the money, one of the robbers.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Boss? Give us the keys!
508 to 309.
309.
Tie up my bad shoes is heading in your direction, Maggie.
They're taking a right up Waterfall into Henderson. I reckon they're heading for the river.
Pick up the other end of Henderson, Mags.
How much longer is this going to take? Ted Faulkner's been on the blower again. Come on, Cooper.
They're over there, mate, by the red Charger.
Cunning bastards. Hiding the money in a wrecked car. I don't believe it.
Maybe David beat him to it.
Dave's not going anywhere. Made that up for the girls' benefit.
You could have been closer to the truth than you knew. Who else would have known about it? Anyway, sorry, matey, we got another date. Good luck.
Cheers.
Benjamin Minchin, I have a warrant here to enter these premises and see certain items of evidence. What?
Kim, I need to take the underpants that you're wearing and anything you may be sleeping in at night.
Why?
You know why. Let's go to the bathroom.
What's going on?
Kim, I'm sorry.
You're taking our underwear. This is outrageous.
Just relax, please, sir.
Excuse us.
No, they can't force us.
I wouldn't do anything rash now, sir. We are legally entitled.
I knew this was a fascist state.
And I'm afraid we're also going to need your underwear.
Does your mother know what you do for a living?
Where is it?
don't know what you're talking about.
Don't lie to me, Dave. I can always tell when you're lying to me.
Get your hands off me, I'll bloody deck you.
Behave yourselves or I'll deck the both of you.
Listen, I want my share. Otherwise, I'm going to come looking for you. Understand?
Dave, what's going on?
The items will be returned to you as soon as the lab's finished with them.
This is farcical. What can you possibly prove? For all you know, we may wear each other's underwear.
Well, we'll let forensic worry about that. Who knows? The tests may come back negative. So was there something else?
It doesn't really matter what the pathologist says. This nasty little charade, it'll only make our love stronger. I'm resigning from the education department. Kim's leaving school. I'll teach her at home. If the world can't handle our relationship, we'll live without the world. Tell Carol that, will you?
She followed him out, nose quivering like a bloodhound.
Oh, thanks, Chrissy.
So what does that mean?
Well, Selena swapped camps again. Better hand it to her. She's a bit of a trier. There you go, Doyle.
So we're still no closer to finding it then?
So, what's your next move, Machiavelli?
I think I'll arrest everyone and beat the hell out of them.
Good plan.
Sorry to interrupt. Wayne, could you spare a moment?
Mrs. Trelaw, cannot this wait till the morning?
No, I don't think it can. You know she's dropped out of school now. I should never have asked for Ted's help. Things have just got worse.
What do you want me to do about it?
Talk to her, please.
What is it this time? You're seizing more of our stuff?
I'd like a word with Kim privately, if I may.
I ought to report you for harassment.
Can I talk to her?
Darling?
Did Mum ask you to do this? Talk me into going home? It's not going to do any good. I love Ben, and this is where I'm staying.
Well, do you mind if I say my piece anyhow?
What do I care? You don't know how it feels.
Look, I don't know what to say to you, Kim. But you're right, your mum did ask me to come out here. Now, you're 16, right? And he's 41. So in 5, 10, 15 years' time, you're going to be hitting your prime. He's going to be ready for retirement.
I don't care.
Of course you don't care. You're in love. Nothing matters.
But he needs me.
I was talking to your friend Jamie. She's telling me all the fun stuff she plans to do in the next few years. Travel overseas, go to uni, meet lots of guys.
It's not me.
I suppose there's worse places to hide. So you're pregnant yet?
No.
But he has talked about babies, hasn't he? I mean, he's 41. He must be getting a bit clucky.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm not like Jamie. It wouldn't work for me.
Okay.
Would you please go?
Look, this is strictly off the record, okay? But on behalf of all the lonely single guys out there, I wish you wouldn't take yourself out of circulation.
How did Kim react after your chat last night, mate?
Why, they all do, mate. Putty in my hands.
So what are you going to do if she calls?
When she calls that, putty. When?
Right, well.
Yeah.
Wayne, how did you go with Kim?
Oh, yeah, I think I said the right thing.
Grown men giggling's really obscene.
Okay, shoot.
Do I get a coffee?
This is my lunch.
I'd offer you a coffee if you came to my place.
You got information or not?
Might have. Depends what it's worth.
Show her out, Constable.
It's about the big payroll job in New South.
Go on.
Is there a reward?
Are we talking about the Wollongong job?
Yeah, that's the one.
Well, the insurance companies are offering 25 grand for the recovery of the money and the arrest of the thieves.
How long does it take for it to come through?
Well, what's your info?
I know who pulled it. The Hughes brothers, David and Ricky. David's pretty cagey, but Ricky more or less told me they'd done it.
Is that it?
What else do you want? You want me to arrest them for you?
The money, honey. Where's the money from the robbery?
It's hidden.
No kidding.
In a secret place.
You don't know, do you? And Ricky sure as hell doesn't. Does Dave, or has he lost it too? You sent that fax, didn't you?
I figured if he and Ricky had a fight, maybe one or the other would go for the money. Give you guys a chance to catch them.
Righto, rack off, you can go.
What about the reward?
You don't deserve a reward.
What?
You've been playing the Hughes brothers off against each other. Hoping to get your paws on their stash. Now, that didn't work. Now you're trying to sell them off. Rack off.
I risked my neck coming in here. I want
You
compensation.
don't deserve compensation. You got a brand new set of wheels. Nick off.
Don't worry, I'm leaving. Can't wait to get out of this hick town.
Enjoy the walk.
What's that supposed to mean?
Repo time. The car's on hire purchase. The minute you dump Ricky, car's gone.
Cheap dog.
So where the hell's the money?
Well, anyone could have found it in that wrecked car. Someone walking their dog, kids.
Well, what happened to basic honesty, Adam?
Would you hand in $500,000 if you found it?
Yes, I would, Junior Detective. So would you.
Well, I don't know what you said to her, Constable, but it had the desired effect. Kimberly came home this morning.
When was this?
Well, Patterson spoke to her last night, put the facts to her, apparently. It just goes to show that good police work is about good people skills. No need to go in heavy every time, right, Tom?
My sentiments exactly, sir. Incidentally, we're expecting the results of our raid tomorrow.
Yes, well, I wouldn't think there's any need to take the matter further now it's resolved itself. Carol doesn't want to press charges.
I'll be guided by you, sir, as always.
If nothing else, we put the wind up our Mr. Minchin, and that's the main thing. I doubt that he'll be seducing any of his students again.
Well, there's not much chance of that. You know he's
Constable
resigned.
Patterson now.
Please, Mr. Minchin, if you would just sit down, Constable Patterson
Now,
will be
I want to see him right now.
Ben, what can I do for you?
You can stop using my Christian name for a start.
Now, why don't you come in and sit down, eh?
You bastards have destroyed my life. Do you understand that? You keep on poking and prying until everything falls apart.
Mr. Minchin, why don't you go home?
First you interrogate us like we're criminals. then you raid us, scare the hell out of Kim. And then when that fails, Constable Superstud turns up and tells her lies.
Wasn't like that.
For the first time in my life, I found out the point of living. To love someone, to share your life, to give up everything in the world just to be with her. And you've destroyed that. Why did you do that? Why did you take her away from me?
Listen, Ben, do you want...
Well, you're going to arrest me? There's nothing else you can take away from me now. You've taken the only thing that mattered. I love her. What's so wrong with that?
Pay envelopes.
Yeah. I haven't opened any.
Where did you find this bag?
The bag? It's mine. The other bag they was in was really dirty, so I burnt it.
Well, where did you find that bag?
In a clump of bushes just off the Melbourne Highway. I can't remember the exact place. I let the dog out for a leak, and she wouldn't come back, so I went to find her, and there it was.
You are aware that we've spoken to your husband about a payroll job on several occasions.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I'll ask you again, Tracy. Tracy, where did you find it?
I told you. Look, I'd rather you didn't mention this to David. He'd probably say we should have kept it for ourselves.
I bet he would.
Yeah, well, I better get going. I've got kids to feed. Can I get my bag back when you're finished with it?
Hang on. You're just going to walk away? You don't want anything in return?
Well, the money's not mine, is it? Look, I'd rather buy a lottery ticket than take something I'm not entitled to.
You know that there's a reward for this, for the recovery of the money.
No.
Well, there is. And you can make some dough on it.
Fair dinkum. Gee, be nice to put away something for the kids' education. A nice little surprise 10 years down the track. You reckon I'd be able to do that?
Yeah. I reckon you could.
476 grand, the full amount less 8.
The 5 Ricky spent on the car, plus a little bit of spending money.
It's got to be a scam, PJ. The Hughes brothers are scamming you.
Why would you swap $500,000 for 25?
She was genuine, boss, you could tell.
I mean, she lied about where she found it. She changed bags.
David didn't know anything about it. She was acting alone. No risk.
Junior detective, don't interrupt.
OK, so why hand the money in? They could have changed their lives.
Maybe she's honest. Did you ever think of that?
Maybe she's honest. You ever think of that?
Not like you lashing out.
Yeah. I'm celebrating a change of luck, Chris.
I'm happy for you. You've seemed a bit down in the mouth lately.
Yeah, husband trouble.
I always thought you made a good couple.
Yeah, so did I. Then Dave got distracted. Got big ideas. Yummy. So to get life back to normal, I had to get rid of the distractions. Well, I removed one, and the other one removed herself. Last seen hitching to Sydney. Cheers, Chris.
Cheers.
Chrissy, a glass of French champagne and 6 straws.
No, hold it right there. The bubbly's on me.
So you don't mind that the crim's got away this time, Pete?
Nah, they'll always wonder where we found the money, matey. Poor fools.
Yeah, that'll be worse than 10 years inside, won't it?
Boss, we've got a problem.
She was here, I just...
Where is she? What have you done with Kim, Ben?
I thought she came here to be with me, but I thought she came here to be with just to get her CDs. Just to get her CDs. I thought she came here to be with me. I was trying to make her see sense. Just to get her CDs. Lost my temper.
Dead.
Just to get her. She came here to be with me. I thought she came here to be with me. Just to get her CDs.
Looks like a fractured skull.
Jimmy?
Carol, stay
What's
back.
happened, Ted? Oh, no!